Right, so I'm going to record this in my mirror, because every time I try to turn the camera around, I press the wrong button and end up with like 20 videos and I only want one. So I know this is cuckoo, but I'm going to go for a quick walk and I'm going to put my "is that an Orbris sun" theory to the test, because I feel like it's following me the same way as that Orbris follows me, exactly the same way. So let's see. So pause. Okay, just before I do go. So I'm in my living room now. There's the Orbris sun. Look at it, it looks so wrong. Right, there's the Orbris sun, as seen, directly opposite my flat window. Right, let's put this wacky theory to the test. What do you think? See, that's where it always happens when it's waiting for me to decide which way I'm going to go or not. No, I know you're supposed to see the sun where you see the sun. You can always see it in the sky wherever you are. But doesn't it look like it's following me? I'm not good down the fields. Oh, we'll go down the fields, because then it gets higher then. Not making it up, am I? It is moving, isn't it? Let's see if that's in the plate back later. Day moon's out again. But I'm going to keep my eyes on the prize. I'm wrong. So it pulses out, and actually, you know what I noticed in one of the images yesterday? This is a nice walk. And what I noticed in one of the images yesterday, I noticed that when you look at the sun through the trees, because I've taken a picture of it through the trees, the sun's sitting in front of the trees, but it's up in the sky behind the trees. So make that make sense for me. It's a nice walking today. Come with me. We're going to go star walking, sun orbing, moon walking, or countryside walking. And it's not that warm. The sun's blazing out like that, but I'm freezing. Not as many silver shifters or silver sprays in the sky today, fortunately. I'm going to make this a little bit of a long one. Find the angle. Right, so it's there. Now I know you're supposed to see the sun from wherever you are. I mean, of course you can, it's that high up in the sky. Oh, I just don't know how it can be opposite my flat one minute, down the end of the road the next. Then, wherever I am, it'll be there. Oh. Of course, because it's high in the sky, so it's going to be. And also I didn't do it in the daytime, because now it has to kind of be in its resting position, because in the day it goes so quick. I literally sit down in front of my computer. I must admit I did have a lazy start today. But next thing I thought I'll go for a walk in a couple of hours, 2 hours. I'll do a bit of Orbris chronicles work, and then I'll go and have a walk. And looked again, it was bloody 5 o'clock. Well, it weren't, it was 3, and I thought, oh, I'll go in a minute. I looked again, and it was 5 o'clock. I'm not that incredible. I know I should just get over myself. And that's how it's supposed to end, but it don't look right. Like, you take a picture of the sun. We've all seen pictures of... We've all seen the sun. We've all taken pictures of the sun. And it don't look like that, does it? I ain't never taken a picture of it looking like that. See, it's got to hang, can't go too far, because it sets, don't it? Because I can usually tell what time of day it is when I'm sunbathing in the garden. It's not there that long. I know what time it is by where the sun is in the sky. The Orbris moon is out. Can we see it? There it is. Right, I have a theory about that moon as well. Like, we think it's it's because it's so little because it's up in space. But I ask this question. No, actually I don't ask this question. I think it's not that it's up in space and that's why it looks like that. It's because it's in our orbit. It's like it's in our airspace, and it is little. It's not that big. It's not as big as the moon is, per se. It's just a smaller version of it, and that's why it's there. And I think, I've just had this thought. Like I said, it's one big giant Orbris, right? It's got to be there, like the big orb and the little orb are joined. I mean, look at it. Since when does the sun do that? Looks like an eye, doesn't it now? Or a big lemon. It ain't right. It ain't right. Anyway, it ain't right. Tell me that's right. Tell me that's right and I'll tell you you're wrong. Yeah. Here's another one of those. So look. There's another one of them. The silver shifters, I call them. They look like planes. They sound like planes. But when you focus into them, they're just plane mimickers. They're just mimicking planes. That's what they're doing. They're surveilling the skies. All of this lot are surveilling the skies. And they do stick to the same path routes as what the... I need to come out exactly out here. I need to come out here at night. That's a plan, I think. So what do you think? Oh, you got yourself together, have you? You're looking a bit like a lemon then. Did you hear me? Huh? Did you hear me? No, because when you go in, that's what happens. When you come out, it goes back into the sun. In, out, in, out. Sorry, just messing. So when you zoom in again, look at it. It's mental, isn't it? Oh, now it's gone back to the sun, that little shape. I've also noticed that the blossom tree out front, hasn't blossomed. The other one across the road has. This one's usually in full bloom by now. Well, yeah, it's usually in full bloom around about this time. There's not a blossom on it. Put one of my plants out the other week. I tell you, it died. Like, it was beautiful, it was. But I don't know whether that was me and I put it out too early. I think I did the same the year before. I put it out too early and left it out in the sunshine. And when I come back, it died. I thought somebody had sabotaged my plant. Because I weren't getting on with the neighbours at the time and I thought they were jealous because it was looking so magnificent. That was a get over yourself moment. But that, I don't know. I'm going to keep this a long video because I want to have a right good look at it when I get back myself. Yeah. So now I've got up to the 31st of March doing the book. I'm now just trying to embed all the images. So I'm going to embed all the images. Then after I've done the images, I've got to do all the videos whilst keeping up with April. Diary updates. I mean, I've got to get a job. I need some money. I'm absolutely broke. I know we're all feeling the pinch, but how do you get to 54 years old and not have any money in your bank? It's like, you feel like such a failure. I've worked hard all my life, you know. See, that to me sounds like a plane. Hang on, where is it? It looks like a plane. But when you zoom in, we'll have a proper look. Sounds like a plane and it looks like a plane. But these things are getting better and better at mimicry. Because there are times I thought, nope, that's a plane. And I've zoomed in and it ain't. Like, we have these, like, across the way in Staffordshire. We've got an army camp over there. And so I saw, I think it was on the 5th of March, one of those dates, or maybe that date's just planted in my head at the minute. And I thought, oh, because I've seen them once before, I don't know what they're called, like the black, like the black fighter jet aeroplanes. I saw 5 of them going across, then another 5, and then 3. I missed the first 5. You got to be quick because they're fast. And I managed to capture them, and I thought, yeah, they're one of our lot. Them are. But then when I zoomed into that the other day, that's all out of focus. It's all like blurry and morphy. So I was just like, so you've got different aircraft that you're morphing into now. Then, oh, look at that. It's nice. bit of a view. Bit of a view shot for you, seeing as I'm rambling on. Not that you'll all watch this, but sometimes it's quite nice to come for a little bit of a country walk, isn't it? Again. Oh, there he is. There he is. Let me see if I can get him. Oh, I can't see. Oh, I can't see. Oh, he's so elusive, that one. I hope I've got him. I can't see. I really do. All right, you're blinding me, you are. Silver sprayer. As well, what I've noticed, and at first, you know when you catch something in the corner of your eye and you think to yourself, what's that? And then there's nothing, right? I am doing that a lot lately. Enough for me to have started noting that I'm doing it a lot, right? And it's like, almost like, you see, I keep seeing like a little silver, just a quick little streak in the sky. And then when I go into focus it, there's nothing there. But it happens a lot. It's been happening a lot. I've noticed that. I noticed that yesterday. So I have to put in these little observations because when you're starting to add up and think about things, these little observations, I can thread them into the bigger story. You forget about them because another thing I tend to do is, because I'm used to seeing these silver sprays going past all day, I forget that I've got to show people that they're going past all day. Where are you gone? That's what I don't get. I don't get. Oh, there you are. Right, so I wonder if it goes past the moon, that one. No, there you gone. There you are. No, it's slower than the moon, isn't it? So look, can I get the moon in as well? Where is the moon? Where's it gone? Right, you're there. The moon, you'll be coming up to the moon in a minute, and there's the moon. What if I do it that way? Oh. Got it a bit. I do wish I had a better camera. Sorry, folks. I got what I got. I've got what I've got, but in another way. Yeah, there's another one. Hang on. There he is. There's another one. Silently go. Oh, there's another one. Look. You got both of them. Let me turn the camera around a second. Oh, look, there's that one. Yeah. And then above it is his buddy. There's that one. Huh? Orbris, the Orbris son. I know it's you, Orbris. I know. I'm on to you. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm taking it all very matter-of-factly in my mind, you know. But if I take on the enormity of it, I think my brain would shatter into 1,000 million tiny little pieces. Maybe that's why it has shown itself to me, that because I've been able to keep my head about all of this. It's all. I think it's the Brummie in me. Us Brummies, we have a way of making the extraordinary very ordinary. We have. we've got a knack of doing that. That's why like most of us are not into like, we don't care about famous people or we're just too down to earth because we're all working class. That's what it is. Well, most of us are. We ain't got time for your bullshit and bollocks. That's what I think. So we do. I think that's what gives us our humour and makes us quite comical. There's another one over there, but it's too far for me to. I can't be bothered to even try to zoom into that. Yeah, so I'm going to take us on this big walk all the way around. I wonder if I hide, will it come a bit lower? Oh, he's like, what are you doing? Oh, see what I mean? Didn't all. Don't know where I am, does it? Let's go up. There it is. I don't know, maybe I'm just making that up. I just need somebody to make sense for me. How that sun, that one right there, that offender, be right in the middle of my bedroom, my living room window when we start the walk. Then it's at the end of the street. Surely, when I come out, it would be locked in place by the middle of my window, and I would have to go to the end of the street and then look back on it to see it. Not look, and it be in above the junction where it hangs for me to see if I'm going to go left or right. That's because that's what Orbris does when I get into my car. It sees where I'm going first, so it's the perfect spot for it to hang there. I mean, I'm kind of past the fact that I'm kind of past the fact that the star orbs follow me and Orbris follows me. I'm not past it, but I accept it. That's how it is now. Yeah, for me, that they accompany me to wherever I'm going. But let's have a little look at the horses if you're into that sort of thing, as many people are around here. And those are the little Shetland little Shetland ponies. You're lucky to get a picture of them half the time. They've always got their head in the grass. Oh, let me just. Amazing. I'm being very brave if I go through here. I'm frightened of horses. Yeah, I've got to admit. I'm frightened of them because they're just so big, and then them eyes sit right on the side of the head. I find them ever so like, ooh. And I have found myself once before in a field with oh, there's another one. See, they go past all day, every day. I'm just showing you because I am. Right then. Oi, oi. Right, I'm going to walk. I have found myself anyway with a horse in a field with these horses. Not these particular ones, but with horses. And then they've come towards me and I've panicked and started running. Like I can outrun a horse. Panicked I did. I've learned just walk slowly. I've also been in the fields where I've walked past the cows, and the young ones sometimes they get really aggressive. Right, so we've got silver sprayer there and a silver sprayer there. Oh, this is going to be such a long video. So, just in case you've missed other videos that I'm going to upload, I think the silver sprayers and the silver shifters, let me get it, see if I can get it. It's a bit lower down. Right, them silver shifters and the silver sprayers, I think they're the red spots at night. I think by day they're these, and them red ones patrolling. I'm going to just cut myself on the thorns. And they're patrolling the skies, policing the skies. I always feel like they're policing the skies. I think that is the Orbris is the Orbris sun, and that also in turn is the Orbris moon, because they're exactly the same shape and same structure, which I'll show in the book. You can see the overlays where you can see like the lights are the same, the shape is the same, so we'll do that. So, and I think they're all part of the Orbris battalion. They're all part of the Orbris battalion that we see at nights, which turn into star orbs. So I've seen golden orbs turn into red spots. I have got a video of that, and I've hearted it on my thing so I don't lose it, but I'll show it you still in the book, and then I'll put the link to it so you can see the video and you can see it turning yourself. I don't know what it'll look like, so I'm just going to turn the phone back round. Yeah, let's have a look at the view. So right, my flat, can we see it from here? Let's go back a bit and I'll show you. My flat, let's have a look. Can't see it now for the minute. There's the school. Can't see my flat. Right, so my flat, back a bit. Right, that's the school. I can't see it. Are they even in our flats? Are the windows don't look right? It's in that direction. Yeah, I can't find it at the minute. Usually I can pick it out quite quickly. Flat. So I don't take too much time. But it's generally in that direction. Oh, I want to find it because this would be quite good for me to point it out. But it's in that direction, so my window sits in that direction. Oh, I can't see it. My son's there at the minute. Why does it do that? The sun doesn't do that when you zoom in, does it? Come on, folks. It doesn't do that when you zoom in, does it? It just doesn't. It just doesn't. I'm gonna keep doing that to show you, like, just how mental it is. If I go back to normal view, sunshine. So we'll keep it there like that. In fact, we'll go to number 1. No, we'll stick on number 1. So, what do you think, guys? What do you think? Didn't see you come across. Silent, that was. Right, let's carry on with this walk. Also, in pictures where I've shown you like the view, when I've come up through night and I said like I've come through the churchyard, there's the churchyard there. This is the view that I've just showed you. So if you've looked at the book or you've looked at other videos that I'll be uploading, I've taken videos trying to show you the view. I'm ever so sorry that I haven't got anything better than this. This is all I have. It's an iPhone 14 Pro. It's doing pretty well though, isn't it? But I kind of like as well that it isn't like, I'm showing you what I've got. I'm showing you everything as I see it and as I've photographed it. Because occasionally I might do some editing on the pictures. And only just to, like, on some of the Star Wars pictures, because I do need a better quality camera in order to capture those better. However, at least I'm not doing any, I want to show in the kind of the raw, unedited kind of way, because then, right, there's the church, because then I'm not, I'm literally not, come on, some of these tombstones are, some of these are like hundreds of years old. I tell you, it wasn't for the faint-hearted coming through here the other night in the dark. There's one of the Doctor Who angels. I've got to keep your eye on it. Right, oh, let me get back into the sun, catching the sun. Let me. Or is it just that I'm walking back towards home, so it's literally going to be there, isn't it? I don't know. Please tell me if you think I'm making this up, or no, actually, and give me the technical boffin sort of answer that my little brain doesn't have. Yeah, so we've discussed what I've, so just for all intensive purposes of this video, that was a mouthful, we have, I haven't mentioned as well, sorry, my brain goes everywhere, but I've got a lot in it at the moment. So it bounces from one thoughts to another. So these trees here, the blossom trees, beautiful. I've not noticed that one before, it's beautiful. Is that a marigold? Are those marigolds? Let's have a look later. Mine hasn't started to blossom yet, and it's usually out by now. In my story in the ebook, I talked to you about the Christmas Eve star, and then I saw it a few days later. This is where I saw it a few days later. It was hanging in that sky. It was like, it popped up there. Again, it's as if something said, Samantha, look up. And when I looked up, it appeared at the exact same time. It popped up there. And it was the same as the Christmas Eve star. And I thought, oh, hello. And then it like, literally kind of, it started to fly off across the sky. It disappeared for about 4 seconds, and then it reappeared about there. So it started off like there, but ended up like over there. But it took about 4 seconds for it to get that far. So in my head, I was just like, right, are you a plane? Even though I knew it was a star. But I was like, are you a plane? And I know planes can fly that fast, but can they fly that fast, that far, that fast? Was what I thought. Was what I asked it. So I was like, right, I'm going to need a little bit more than that, because I'm not sure now. And so from over there, it like literally, the minute I asked it, it did exactly the same, flew off, disappeared for 4 seconds, and then reappeared back in the same spot, patch of sky it started off from, flashed me 3 times, went out. I thought, no way. And then the following night was when Orbris then landed in my living room window, and that's where it stayed for 2 months, more or less. It's here till its present day. It's still here, but it's moved its position now. Like before, it's much higher up, or it comes lower down, or it's hanging more to the right now, the right side of the flat. Starts off in the middle high, and then it lowers itself down, and then moves off to the right. So yeah, that's my journey. I'm going to take us back to the flat. This is a long video. Sorry folks, I will cut bits of it out. But for now, I'm going to keep recording. Now, do I want to walk down the road and past the pub, or should I want to walk back through the fields, I think. Because it gives a good indication of what it does.